Welcome to the Bravo Charlie Club podcast, making you 12 and a half minutes more awesome each week. He's Ben, I'm Richard, let's go. Ben, how you doing this week?
Amazing, mate. It's been a cracking week and it's great to be here with you and to call out our new listener country, which is the Philippines.
The Philippines.
Kamusta ka, which is hello, how are you? It's got a bit of a Spanish tingle to it, I think. I wonder what the heritage of the Philippines language is. But there you go. Welcome to our Filipino friends. Hey, mate, in the Fully Awake project this week, I'm just going to touch on something which I know I've raised before, but we've got a podcast platform that we can use and abuse, and I want to use it for this purpose.
We do. Yeah. Are you getting on your soapbox, Ben? Get up there. Go for it.
Not really. I just want to say again, how good are mates?
Mates are awesome. Yep.
Like Friday afternoon, I had an impending disaster, like disaster with a capital Z, averted. I rang my mate and I said, "Is there any chance to swing by?" And we're talking like 3:30 on a Friday. And he was like, "Yeah, sure. No worries." Not only did he drive me to where I had to go, he then drove me back. It was unreal. And
that is awesome.
No one wants to be doing anything on a Friday afternoon at 3:30 except going home. And he just did it like it was the most natural thing in the world. So, and then the second mate I want to shout out to, as I mentioned, my wife and I went to the Melbourne Grand Prix. We stayed with friends in Melbourne. Now, I'm pretty sure he could have rented that room for about $1 billion, given how many people try to get into Melbourne and get into the
it goes crazy. The place just packs out.
Nuts.
Yeah,
it's nuts. Yeah. You know what? He gave it to me, and during the event, we went on the Saturday and the Sunday. He drove us to the event both days. Mates are awesome.
What a legend. Mates are awesome.
So, and now it's going to come around in circles because I'm doing a renovation here and I'm hoping, that I'll be able to pay it forward or pay it backward, to my mate in Melbourne. During this renovation, I'm looking for a belt hanger, right, to go in the new robe that we're putting in. And I found one. It holds 42 belts.
42 belts.
42.
That's insane. Ben, how many belts do you own? I know how many belts I own. How many do you own?
I own 3. And
that's one more than me.
Yeah. And I don't wear 2 of them. I think I just forgot to throw them out. Who owns 42 belts?
I don't know, but they need that hanger.
Why is that a thing? Could you imagine what kind of person that you would have to be to, how often are you going shopping for a belt? I don't know. I'm lost for words. 42 belts. That's a lot of belts. How many ties? Maybe you could use it for ties as well. Probably. But how many ties do you own?
Me?
Yeah,
I've got 3 ties in the stable.
All the same colour.
I've got a charcoal medium. I've got a black thick and a black thin.
Okay,
I'm ready. I'm ready when the style changes, Ben. Yeah. I'm going back there.
I'm the same. I've got one thin, one medium, and one thick tie. Knowing that two of them are out of fashion at any particular time. The funny thing is, I usually choose the out of fashion one, no matter what the momentum is. So I'm not a tie wearer. I think that those times are behind me. But if I have to, I'll wear them. And
there's weddings and funerals, right? I think there's
even the last funeral I went to, I didn't wear a tie.
You were tieless.
Yeah, and I don't recall seeing too many there. My old man might have worn one actually, but yeah, that's his style. He wants to, he wants to present well. Yeah, interesting.
There we go. 42 belts. So anyway.
So I could just do some shopping.
Perhaps you could just cut a bit off the edge and then sell it on.
If anyone goes on to Amazon, there'll be a 39 hook belt hanger. That's an unusual number. Who owns 39 belts? I'll put that on my podcast.
Well, probably used to be a 45 belt hanger, right?
Oh my God, Jesus. This could go on forever. Hey, we said that we would talk about long haul flying in our travel tip of the week segment.
Yes.
I've done a little bit of flying. Some of it has been long haul recently. Hydration is obviously key. I don't think you can drink enough water on these flights. But I've recently discovered earplugs for flights. Now, I'm a big wearer of earplugs, but I'm not talking about just for noise. I'm talking about for pressure release.
Really? Does that help?
And so, yeah, I've felt so much better at the end of flights. On a long haul, you would wear them in the first hour and the last hour of the flight.
Yeah, yeah.
My wife wears pressure release
with your noise-cancelling headphones over the top?
Yep, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, no problems at all. So, yeah, I've found them you just land feeling better. And again, and Tanya loves them. All sorts of problems trying to find earplugs that fit her. She's got tiny little petite ears because she's a tiny little petite woman. But we eventually got there, and now she travels very, very happily. So it's a good thing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. What are your tips, mate? I always think you need to download your own movies, right?
I've got the classic, do as I say, not as I do tip, because I'm often boarding the plane and then remembering, oh yeah, I should download something to watch, and so.
Oh God, you're that guy in the queue with the laptop open. Yeah.
Oh, well, just actually with the phone, just trying to pull movies down over the cell phone, and depending on where you are in whatever airport you are, the reception's kind of decreasing, dropping off a cliff the further you get onto the.
What could go wrong trying to download 500 megabytes over mobile network inside of a metal box? Yeah,
metal box. Yeah, but because the in-flight entertainment can be pretty patchy, and you're never quite sure what you're going to get. Often they'll have a headline movie or two that you may or may not have seen, and then the rest of them are like, oh, great, I can watch X-Men again. Or
I think that's the call out, right? If you're not
hunting again,
if you're not traveling regularly and they sell it to you, they're like, oh, and you've got access to our in-flight entertainment. But yeah, you're like, no, there might be one or two movies on a 14-hour flight. What do you do for the other 10 hours? So I always carry a book, carry my, obviously download this podcast for our listeners.
Exactly, you can take us on the phone with you, but also you've got internet these days too. Okay. So you can, if it's included in your ticket,
which sometimes it's not.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you have to pay $20 for it. But like, if you're going to make the plunge, get it at the start of the flight, not 2 hours from the end when you're bored, because otherwise you might as well just use it the whole way.
My daughter's worked it out. She puts in my seat number because she knows that I have free access to the internet included in my ticket. So she ain't silly. There you go. Hey, listen to feedback this week. Here's a good one. You can answer this. Listener TH asks how we came up with the 12.5-minute listener promise.
Yeah, we get that a little bit, don't we? People asking about the 12.5 minutes. It's an interesting one.
Probably need to cover it off.
I think we do. Well, I mean, I don't know. Did we sort of stumbled onto 12.5 minutes, really. It sort of seemed like a good bite-sized chunk. It seemed to be enough to sort of get into something, but not your 20-minute commitment. Sort of something that you can take in a sitting without having it impose too much on your time, I think.
Well, that's a better recollection than mine. I was thinking, I was telling you a book about the
10 minutes too short, 15 too long.
Well, that's it. I was telling you about a book called Never Split the Difference. And then when we were trying to work out the podcast, we were like, should it be 10 or 15 minutes? And then we were like, oh, we'll just split the difference. And we did the exact opposite, as usual, as to what all of the assets and material around us. It resonates. A lot of people say it's just perfect. They can listen to one on.
What do you think of the book, by the way? Never Split the Difference. I haven't read it.
It was interesting. So Chris Voss was an ex-FBI hostage negotiator, and he's gone on and since subsequently made a book about negotiation skills, and it was interesting. I think that I've read other negotiation books probably from the 70s and 80s based on when I would have been reading them. And a lot of the principles haven't changed. Like I'm not aware of those hostage scenarios. That's not a world that I'm familiar with or played in. So some of the stuff he was referring to more sounded like movies rather than actual real life. That's not going to happen in any boardroom that I'm sitting in.
Right.
So look, it was interesting enough, but I think as we've said before, you pluck a feather from every passing goose. So interesting. So there we are. We didn't really solve it. I think we basically said it should be 10 or 15 minutes and then just went in the middle. And sometimes we even hit 12 and a half minutes too.
Sometimes we do. It's happened a few times.
Yeah. So there you go. Listeners can leave a comment, send us a text, join the Inner Sanctum. We're posting links and tips up there all the time, hopefully having a bit of fun in there. Links are always in the show notes. Conundrum of the week, mate. Do you leave voice messages anymore? And, especially here's the scenario. If the message says, don't leave a message. What's your take on?
I don't leave a message. In fact, I don't even get to the message that tells me not to leave a message. I've pulled the pin before then. So
now, were you always like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll shoot a text through if it's urgent, or I'll call back later.
Okay, so you're not expecting them to return a hang up. You're in your mind just going to try again later.
Yeah. Yep. If I'm actually calling, then there's probably something that I feel like I need to call about. But if I'm just trying to contact, like I might, like, let's say if it's a tradie coming around to the house or something, I might leave a message. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is the third time you haven't turned up. You're actually going to come around. Please call me sometime.
Yeah, you shouldn't beg though. Yeah.
No, you think begging's bad? Never split the difference, hey?
Yeah. I think you're optimistic, like just thinking that you'll ring back though. Like I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, I will pester. I am happy to continue calling until I've got satisfaction. But if it's in the morning, I might do another call in the afternoon, or I might do another call the next day. Like, I'm not going to call every 10 minutes or anything.
Yeah. So if I'm ringing like a person I don't know, I'll always leave a voice message. But if I'm ringing someone who's in my contacts, as an example, if I get their voicemail, I'll just hang up and send a message saying what I was calling for. And if it's work related, I'll say what the priority level is. Because if I was trying to get in contact with someone I work with, they might, I don't want them to drop everything because I was trying to call them if it wasn't a high priority item. And honestly, in my work, hopefully you don't have too many high priority items. Yes. So the project work can be high priority, but like day-to-day calls, it should just be return it when you can. But what I've found is if I shoot a message saying what I was calling for, when they call back, they remind me what I was calling for. And so it actually helps me. So I can
clever hack,
so I can stop thinking about what I was calling them for and just wait for them to call me back. And they say, "Oh, you were calling me about X," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's right." And then away the conversation goes.
Nice.
So, but I think we're moving away from. I don't think voicemail is going to be a thing soon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the timeline is. I don't know what soon is, but I think we're moving away from it for sure. I don't know. Maybe AI will take over. AI is taking over everything. It might as well take over.
It is taking over everything. Yep, it's my fault.
It is your fault. It is your fault. We're gonna do a full AI hour.
We should do an AI deep dive, shouldn't we?
Deep dive. Yeah, it won't be for every listener, and we'll make a call out so they know. But full AI deep dive so that you can really get into the weeds. I think that'd be a bit of fun. All right, that's it, Richard. Listeners have been BCC'd on our week. And in next week's show, we're going to talk about the secret life of luggage once you've checked it in. See you next week. Bravo, Charlie Club, out.
And that's the pod.